Good morning, Kit Girls. It is December 30th. We are 2 short days away from 2020, which is very exciting. I think probably most of you all are like me, just cannot wait. Actually, I've probably already moved into your new kit planner and really looking forward to, I think everybody looks forward to a new year and new opportunities and new excitement. But if you're a planner girl, I think that is even ramped up even more. We really get into kicking off the new year and making it a great opportunity to get more organized and make big plans and set your goals and have that wonderful sense of renewal that comes at the beginning of the year. So wanted to pop on today, and probably maybe we'll talk about this again tomorrow as well, because you've got lots of things on your mind right now, New Year's Eve and planning and parties and what to wear and all those fun things. But we also have less than 48 hours to get ready to talk about our first quarterly check-in. If you're new to the Kit Life planning process, welcome, certainly, and thank you. If you're an existing Kit girl, welcome back, and certainly thank you. You're probably aware that page 1 in your planner, and I've sort of just set this one up here right behind me. Page 1 is your first quarterly check-in. The quarterly check-in system is something that's very unique to the Kit planning system. If you're a Kit girl, you're familiar with it for sure. If you're new, I do want to take a few minutes just to sort of give you just a little bit of insight as to how you might approach this page. This 2-page spread you'll find every quarter, and every quarter you'll find that some of what the content is similar. It's a chance for you to really take stock, have some personal reflection time, take personal inventory, look at your goals, course correct, as we say, as to what's been working well the last quarter or what needs to be modified in the quarter ahead. Every quarter also, you'll see that half of that quarterly check-in, the left-hand side of the page, the topic, the meat of what we're encouraging you to reflect on and learn about will change. And in quarter 1, it's habits, of course. The topic, the overarching theme to the quarter 1 check-in is habits, because we know, right, that what we do most of the time really makes up makes up who we are, right? That's really what the core of what we're about, is what we do most of the time. We're not worried about the outliers, right? We're not worried about the times when the 10% of the time that we veer off course and do X, Y, or Z. We're talking about what we do and who we are every day. Those are our habits. And there's no better time to really take stock of those and give some really serious thought to those than the beginning of the year. So on the left-hand side of the page, when we are talking about habits here in quarter 1, you'll see that it prompts you to think about what are some pain points that perhaps inhibit your success right now. What are some of the things in your life that really you don't look forward to and dare say even dread? And then we prompt you to spend a few minutes on the flip side of that talking about something that brings you joy and some goals that might be available for you in that area. What are you going to work on to bring more happiness to your life? Now, I can give you a couple examples here just to get you kicked off. Oh, my tongue didn't work very well right there, did it? But anyway, in quarter 1, when we talk about habits, one of the things that I seem to struggle with, that I'm going to make a few slight adjustments with to try to improve upon, is every day when I leave for work, and in particularly when I get home from work. In the morning, I guess you have energy and the day is just beginning, and it doesn't bother me as much. At the end of the day, it seems to really bother me. I get home and there's always, we make a joke about it around the office, but every day we get home, there's tons of crap to unload out of my car. I don't know why. Every day I have I'm like a bag lady. Everywhere I go, I have so much crap. And at the end of the day, coming home, it's always a busy time, right? It's always a transition time with the hubby and the kids and the making of the dinner and the feeding of the dogs and the homework is going and the packing of the lunches and the laundry left in the washer needs to go through, all the things, right? And then to make like 3 trips in and out of my car with all this crap, it just feels heavy. Literally and figuratively, it feels heavy. It makes the end of my day feel cumbersome, and I don't like that. And when I think about it, really, when I recognize that gives me a sort of a feeling of drudgery at the end of the day, there's some things that I can do easily to improve upon that. So one of which is we bring our food to work every day. Our lunches, our snacks, our drinks. We bring that to work every day. We have a refrigerator here. That's one of the things that we do to fulfill our healthy lifestyle goals. But I tend to bring that stuff every day. When we have a full-size refrigerator at work, I could bring that once a week or even twice a week. And I'm at the office on the weekends anyway, almost every weekend. So I could bring that on Sunday even or Monday morning. I could bring drinks for the week. I could bring lunches for at least a couple of days, if not more. I could bring snacks for the week. And then that will cut down me having to do that at home, load that up, unload empty containers, bring in, glasses and all that kind of stuff at the end of the night. Same with food. I can do all that too and not have all that, so that eliminates all that. Another thing that I do every day, and I think I just got this in my mind, I have a laptop. I use a laptop at work. Laptops are supposed to be portable, right? That's why you have a laptop. But the truth of the matter is I don't do that much on my laptop at home in the evenings, at least not often. A couple times a week, sure, but not every day. And most of what I do on the laptop, if I transferred over some programs, I could do those from my iPad. So that would mean I could leave my laptop at work every night. So now I've eliminated the lunchbox and kind of all the accoutrements that go along with everything I eat and drink all day. And now I've left my laptop at work. Those two things alone would help me a lot because now I'm just carrying my purse, which admittedly is a little bit big. That's another thing I should do. I should try every night to clean out my purse because, just little crap builds up in there and every little bit helps. So if I did a better job at tidying up my purse every night, that would help that too. But then the only other thing I'm carrying every day is my planner, my kit. And of course that's non-negotiable. That is going to come and go with me everywhere as it always does, as it has for forever. But if I did the other two things that I mentioned earlier, that would lighten my load. That would lighten my load for sure. So that's an example of a pain point and some easy resolutions that I can do to take that pain point away or at least greatly improve upon it. If we switch over for just a minute and talk about some habits that I can cultivate that will bring me joy, one of the things that over the period of like maybe 10 years I stopped doing that I used to do a lot was go to the movies. We used to go to the movies a lot and I always enjoyed going to the movies. Somewhere along the way, I don't know, we just kind of stopped doing it. And maybe it's because the movies are so readily available, other places now. You can watch pretty much whatever you want at home, Netflix, Hulu, whatever. But for me, when I think about part of what brings me joy going to the movie is the getting out of the house, right? Is the distancing myself from all the things that can easily be done at home while I watch a movie. So at home, we put a movie on, I get up and I go put clothes from the washer to the dryer. I hear the dogs at the back door and I pop up to go let them out. I decide, I need a snack, or I need another snack. All those little things. I'm not really, because I'm at home, it's too easy to be distracted and to not be present with the movie. When we go to a movie, it gets me out of the house, so I can't do that. It gets Shane and I, the hubby, gets us together, gets us, side by side, both engaged in the same thing. There's dialogue on the way to the movie. There's dialogue on the way home. Of course, there's a little bit of dialogue during the movie, but you know what I mean. We have a new theater near us called Cineopolis. You all probably have this too. This has sort of renewed my interest in movies again because it's so comfortable and so easy. One of the things I like about Cineopolis is, of course, they have food and drink. So if you want a cocktail or a glass of wine, you can have that, and that makes things more joyous, doesn't it? But also you can pick your seats. One of the things that used to bother me about going to the movie was, trying to traipse in the aisle past other people, and I almost invariably have to pee at some point during the movie, and then I have to worry and fret about traipsing back over people to go out to pee. Cineopolis, you can pick your seats so I can make sure I'm on the end. So if I need to get up, easy peasy. It's supremely comfortable, right? So all things that encourage me to get back into that habit of seeing a couple of movies a month, maybe. Really what might be nice for me is a goal to see one movie a month with the hubby and one movie a month with the girlfriends. That would be super fun. 2 movies a month doesn't sound like much, but it's 2 more a month than I've been seeing. And I think that would bring me some happiness, get me out of the house, get my mind off things, get me seeing something that was current, get me some social time. And so I think that's a habit a happy habit I'm going to try to work on in Q1. Now, if you'll see, when we move to the second half of the page in Q2, that half of the page is really set up like a worksheet for you to, as we say, write down goals, really outline specifics, drill down to specifically how you're going to make things happy. It's also the part of the page or the part of the check-in where we talk about your personal inventory and taking stock of things personally. So I want to leave it with that for today, just focusing on the left-hand side of the page, focusing in Q1 here on really contemplating what are the things in your life that feel not great, that you avoid, that you procrastinate about, that feel like drudgery. What are those things, and how can we alleviate those things? What systems can we put in place to maybe sidestep, avoid, or circumvent that little bit of pain that you're dealing with, pain and frustration? And then also think about what are some habits that you can work on cultivating that bring you happiness, that bring you joy, that will fill your cup. Let's end on that note for today, for right now at least, and we'll come back either later today or maybe tomorrow, and we'll focus on the right-hand side of the page. But fair warning, the time is now. Don't skip these 2 pages, please. This is a core of what the Kit Life Planner is all about. Spending time here will add value the whole quarter, the whole year, if you really commit to this sort of concept. And we would love, certainly, for you to share any and all of this that you're willing to share in the Kit Girl community on Facebook. DM us, reach out on Instagram. Let us know what you're working on and how we can support you, because accountability for all of us is really, really helpful and fun. So go make the most of your day, and we'll talk again soon. Love ya. Bye.